The life and times of the former head of state, the late Mwai Kibaki. What is the latest from that particular region?
Well, Jesse, in accordance to that proclamation by President Uhuru Kenyatta, in which he announced days of national mourning in honor of retired President Stanley Mwai Kibaki, what is happening in the regions is that the signing of condolence books has started, and this is according to the directions given by that committee that is leading funeral arrangements. And right now we are at the Regional Commissioner's office compound in Nakuru. This is the headquarters of the Rift Valley region, where the exercise has just started. Of course, as you can see, according to the presidential proclamation, flags are flying at half-mast here. And as we speak, the Regional Commissioner, Mali Mohammed, has already started the exercise. We'll be going close to where other people are also signing the condolence book to just get to know how they remember the former president, Mwai Kibaki, just what it is, whether at all they interacted with him. Various heads of department, various people who are leading various sectors currently signing or penning their condolence in honor of retired President Mwai Kibaki. And I'll quickly start with Regional Commissioner. Sir, if you don't mind, kindly come to this side. You have led the signing of condolence books in the regions, as was the directive by that national committee that is leading President Mwai Kibaki's funeral. And you say that it starts today across all the counties in the Rift Valley region. Here you are saying that people will be penning their condolences until the day of the funeral. Let's start with you. How do you mourn President Mwai Kibaki?
Thank you so much, Ibrahim Karanja. Once again, my name is Mali Mohammed, the Regional Commissioner, Rift Valley. We are here to formally and officially launch the signing of the condolence book in respect of the late President Mwai Kibaki, who we all recall the third President of the Republic of this great country, Kenya. Personally, I was a young man as a district officer when he took over the leadership, and I must say, I will remember His Excellency the President forever, because that is when I was actually promoted to the level of a district commissioner, and my first posting was the district of Malindi. Again, under the leadership of His Excellency, the former President Mwai Kibaki, is when, again, I was elevated to the level of the status of a county commissioner. So I am proud to say I'm one of the pioneer county commissioners in this country. So we do remember His Excellency the President a lot in terms of what he has done for this country. Remember the free and compulsory primary education. And this is background, being an economist. We remember we were able to actually service our GDP to the tune of 95%. So there was a minimal requirement in terms of, donor support. That is a legacy. And some of us who were privileged to go to other countries during his leadership, we were able to say those good things about our country. He is the man behind the Constitution 2010, a very progressive one that has actually been echoed internationally. And everybody wants to come and borrow a leaf from Kenya. How do we manage to get such, a milestone? And of course, the new Constitution came about the devolution. And we want to get that committed, and we want to promise, as part of his legacy, to make sure as regional commissioners, as county commissioners, as guided and directed by His Excellency the President, devolution remains a success story in this country, because you have seen a lot of resources, a lot of governance to the leadership of the sons and daughters of those counties. So my message is not all Kenyans who are actually mourning His Excellency, the former President Mwai Kibaki, could go to Nairobi. And this is how we were guided and directed by His Excellency the President and of course the National Committee to launch the signing of the condolence books in our respective regions and across the 47 counties. So,
RC, you've mentioned something very interesting, that you are an administrator during President Mwai Kibaki's time. That is when you were starting as a DO. And it begs the question, in the kind of President Kibaki's leadership style, especially as an administrator where there are so many layers of levels in terms of getting communication to the head of state, how exactly was the president taking the messages, especially from you as junior officers then, because there must have been a DC on top of you, there must have been others at the Ministry of Internal Security. How was the president in terms of listening to the leaders who are within that particular structure?
In fact, I am repeating, I was promoted when he took over the leadership, and that is when I was promoted as a district commissioner. And the message of Mr. Kibaki used to be very clear. He will stop at any of our districts, and the members of the public will raise issues, concerns. He will expect you to have answers to all issues in our respective areas of jurisdiction. So he gave us that kind of empowerment to make sure we have undergone so many training. Remember the GJ laws, governance, justice, law, order, sector reforms. That was under the leadership of President Mwai Kibaki. As National Government Administration Officer, the then Professional Administration, we have a lot to associate with him. And he's a man who had respect for, chain of command. Yes.
Thank you so much, RC. And of course, we will be speaking to more officers who are signing the condolence book in the subsequent bulletin, which starts in a few minutes. We shall be camping here. But Jesse, you have heard from the man who has just commissioned the signing of condolence books in the Rift Valley region. That is Rift Valley Regional Commissioner Maalim Mohamed. I have seen the representative of Governor Lee Kinyanjui here, the Chief of Staff. I have also seen the County Commissioner for Nakuru. Remember, the exercise goes on in all the 14 counties in the Rift Valley region and all the 47 counties in the Republic of Kenya at the County Commissioner's office. So any person who's not able to travel to Nairobi and pay their last respect to President Mwai Kibaki, they are able to actually sign the condolence books from their counties. Of course, in our subsequent bulletins, we shall be covering even the common Mwananchi who shall be signing the condolence book and what it is and how it is that they remember the era